Hi lads and lasses, Modest Pelican here with GTA Online. If you enjoy this video, please become a well-known K-pop artist and then start making questionable music about pelicans, as this would really help spread the good word of my channel and increase my Korean demographic. Meet Thickman, a retired assassin who is on a mission to become the most powerful crime lord in Los Santos, whilst also ensuring he stays sufficiently hydrated at all times. These are the boys, and together they form a feared gang known as the Sons of Virgins. These are their stories. Bruh. Alright, so I feel like I've lost my way a little bit in recent times. I'm meant to be trying to get rich, yet a couple of weeks ago we spent an entire episode recreating Nintendogs, so it's time to get back on the hustle and make some cash. We've got to meet the lads, and I just love driving in my environmentally friendly Porsche Taycan, it's so calming. And then I'm immediately obliterated by someone who has a car with heat-seeking missiles. Not to worry though, the boys and I will just take this green Jeep instead, as we have to get to my apartment. Haha, just kidding, we get destroyed again by, you guessed it, heat-seeking missiles. No big deal, I'll take this cerulean blue Pontiac instead, which definitely isn't as baller as my Porsche, but it'll get me from A to B. Wow, what a surprise, destroyed again, and by such a skilled player. I love how he presses one button and the missile instantly kills us all. Well played, sir. You are a beast and a scholar. We eventually get to the meeting spot, and my salty sarcasm aside, but it's become clear that if you can't beat them, you need to join them. You know when a kid gets abused by his parents and then goes to school and abuses other students as a coping mechanism? Well, I am that kid, but currently I only have $420,000 and a dream. A dream to own a vehicle with heat-seeking missiles so that I can validate myself by destroying assholes in a non-sexual way. This decision to acquire the very thing I hate may shock some viewers, but what choice do I have? I need to become competitive. The boys couldn't be more ready, so let's go make some cash. First up is headhunting, which is just assassinating targets, and obviously is right up Agent 47's alley. I mean, the man used to be a hitman. I thought about becoming a hitman in real life, but there would be a lot of ethical dilemmas. Like, would you use bleach to clean up the crime scene, even though it's toxic to waterways and aquatic life? Not an easy job. It pays well though, and we earn an easy 44k. We then decide we'll do one of those crazy stunt races you see in videos. It's an insanely invigorating gameplay experience going so fast around the track, right up until we had to activate the incredibly slow moving submersible mode and go underwater. I swear submarines can suck my feathery bird-like dick. Next up, we tried out the Grand Theft Auto Battle Royale mode, which is just like Fortnite, except you don't want to kill yourself after playing it. So I proceed to parachute down like I was a swan landing on a country lake, not making so much as a ripple in the water. This game mode was a pleasant surprise. I actually had a lot of fun cruising around in armoured cars. But then I realised it's a better tactic to just jump out and shoot the driver in the head with the auto-lock aim, which felt a little bit cheap, but I mean, who cares? I then decided to beat this guy up, not because it would make me money, but because he is wearing a sweater vest. Wearing a sweater vest is like standing on a podium and announcing to the entire world that you're scared of public toilets. I love how the paramedic just comes and takes notes over his unconscious body like, yeah mate, he's unconscious on the sidewalk, alright, he might be bleeding into the brain, what do you think, Gaza? Yeah, put a fork in him because he's done. And then they proceed to just leave, which I actually really respect. It's so easy in this day and age to care too much about your work and not take the time to look after yourself. These guys are excellent work-life balance advocates. We do some more headhunting missions because it was double money. Easy $50,000. We then hit the casino, which was a terrible financial decision, like who would have guessed gambling isn't a good long-term saving strategy. So yeah, we went a little bit backwards because I kept hitting on 17 like an alpha male, and so to help pick back up the mood, the boys and I decided to all pick up hookers and bang them at the exact same time. Is there anything more socially cool than a group of friends, most of whom are in their early 20s, having synchronized sex with virtual women in a video game? I genuinely don't think so. This proves to be a logistical nightmare, as hookers are like gazelles, they scare easily. So instead I just pick up a woman of the night for myself, with a plan for the lads to gather around the car and offer me emotional support while I get laid. The car starts shaking, which means you know it's getting steamy, and then Stealtho Robbo tries to kill Crosby, and naturally my love says she's too scared and flees the area. There's always a cockblock excuse, isn't there? Like I have a headache, or I'm tired, or I don't even know who you are or why you're in my bed. Anyway, let's get back to making cash. We did some gun running, and the drop-off points were on mountaintops, so we had to use a monster truck, which was pretty intense. This guy on a flying motorbike was heading towards us, so Marto sent him a message saying, "Don't kill us and you can be in the video." The text message surprisingly worked, and so this guy Attack Knight gave us a full-on escort so that we could complete the job. What a legend. I guess being the most famous educational Christian music YouTuber in the entire world has its benefits. Still though, this reinforces the urgency for me to get a flying motorbike of my own. I mean, we can't just negotiate with every potential hostile person with a flying motorbike, it's simply not a plausible long-term solution. So you might be thinking, wow, the lads have put in some hard yards, they probably got a pretty penny now, but surprisingly no. We only have $530,000, which means we've only made $110K. You take into account buying weapons and ammunition, blowing up my friends' vehicles for banter, and of course a gambling addiction, it's not easy to save. If we're going to raise serious cash, we need to make a serious move. We're going to raid Humane Labs. We head to Crosby's heist planning room that looks a lot like my heist planning room and begin. Before we get into it though, can we take a moment to appreciate just how crook Stealtho Robbo's avatar is? He tried to get a haircut and I guess bought some hipster glasses to look better, but imagine having her whisper naughty things in your ear. That's a yikes from me. So first up, we've got to steal the key cards for the lab so that we can get in. Crosby drives while we all use our free time in the car extremely productively. We've got to wait for the meeting to commence, and I'm really glad to see the lads playing it cool and not risking blowing our cover. The meeting starts and we've got Stealtho Marto looking like it's the first time he's ever worn a suit and it's for his own court hearing, and Stealtho Robbo still looking disgusting. Albeit he has a thick ass that I think we can all get around. Predictably, the meeting gets ambushed, but using advanced run and gun strategies, we are easily able to cope with the threat and we complete the heist prep mission. $25,000 earned like a boss. Next up, we've got to go to a quarry and steal an armoured car. For an organisation that prides itself on securing premises, I think deciding to hold up at the bottom of a quarry might have been a tactically terrible idea. I guess so is wearing a vibrant pink balaclava, but anyway, we steal the trucks and earn another $20,000. After you complete missions, the game spawns you your personal vehicle, and Stealtho Robbo has a bike spawn in because it's the only vehicle he has. I guess he needs this heist money more than any of us for a new car, and hopefully some facial reconstruction surgery and a new pair of tits. While we wait for Crosby to have dinner, I decide to become a lumber truck driver for a bit. The logs are really low quality for some reason, so if anyone needs some 480p wooden cabins built, you know who to call. Next up, we need to sneak onto an aircraft carrier, which is pretty cool. How sweet would it be if you could buy one of these things in GTA Online? They should definitely make that happen so that there is another large water vessel in the game that I'll probably never be able to afford. Would be sick though. For copyright reasons, I can't play the song, which is a bit of a travesty, but when we stole these jets, the song Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins started playing. It was very nice. Damn, copyright is so annoying. I should be able to steal people's content and use it whenever I like without paying them or giving them credit. Who makes these dumb laws? I'm going to say that this is my new favourite GTA Online mission. Well done Activision, great job, and we earn another 20k. The next mission, we are stealing a helicopter, so I can't reveal my identity, but of course I also want to look fresh. Gucci balaclava, say no more. Yeah, so we shoot everyone and steal a helicopter, blah blah blah, the next mission is way more interesting, thanks for the $20,000 Ubisoft, let's go. I know we've already touched on Stealtho Robbo's thick booty, but I mean damn that ass is perky. He should be proud. All the questionable complimenting of Robbo's ass couldn't have prepared us for what was coming up next. We have to sneak this truck that has an EMP in the back of it into the Humane Labs so that we can detonate the EMP and take down their electronics when we do the final raid. Now, our group of mates aren't the most coordinated lads you'll find. Especially in a game such as Grand Theft Auto, I feel it really brings out our worst qualities. You see, this should have been a relatively straightforward operation, but for numerous reasons we kept failing. My favourite was when I tried to get an angle on this hill, and Thickman just couldn't find his feet and just kept rolling and rolling, right into the line of sight of a guard, and then yeah, bam, failure. Eventually we had this moment where probably for like the third time ever in the many years I've known these guys, we all got really serious and got the job done. That being said, having to get all sweaty in a GTA mission in order to pass is probably rock bottom. Ah well, 20k is 20k, thanks Nike, great game. Alright, it's time for the final mission, let's get it done and get paid. So Stealth-O-Mato and I have to parachute into Humane Labs. Not sure why we didn't just attack it when we were here before, but let's punch on. At this point, Stealth-O-Robbo really wants to stop playing, but we've almost finished the heist, and so we convince him to kick on a bit longer. What a legend, but we really have to finish this fast. Taking this into consideration, you'd really hope I land the parachute properly, but I kid you not, I somehow managed to land on the wrong side of the fence. So we've got Stealth-O-Mato crying with laughter at my inaptitude, Crosby calling me an idiot, and Stealth-O-Robbo saying nothing as he is just that over the current situation. We get into the labs no problem and proceed to finesse the guards with skill and lots of snack eating too. We find the room that has the data we are giving to the CIA, I think. Honestly, I'm not sure, we are just the muscle. Crosby is the brains of this operation. Mato proceeds to aggressively kick the chair, which has to be the most unnecessary thing I've seen in my entire life. We escape the lab using snorkel gear, which is sweet, and then fire flares into the air so that the boys can pick us up on the beach. One of the flares actually gets stuck in the chopper, but fortunately doesn't have any repercussions, as that would have been bad if we'd had to restart the mission, as we have no lives on hard difficulty. So now look, I don't want to point fingers at anyone, as I think it's best to share blame, but you see, to me it looks like the chopper was quite steady. So I go to climb aboard and proceed to get slashed by the helicopter's blades. As you can imagine, I was unfairly blamed for this unfortunate incident, and yeah, we had to restart. None of this went down very well with the boys. The silver lining though, we get to see Mato kick a chair again, so I mean, it wasn't all bad news. We redo the entire mission, but this time I stand back when the chopper lands, like I was a safety instructor, and we fly home safely. Well, not that safely, Crosby pulled off some amazing flying maneuvers to keep the chopper in the air. We all really thought we weren't going to make it, but somehow the little genius did it, and I have no idea how. So yeah, heist complete. With a cool walk away, no look at the explosion cinematic as well. And look, GTA doesn't always get it right, but I think giving me platinum was the right decision. Like I might have to go and get a massage later, my shoulders are hurting from carrying the boys. $437,000 in the bank as well, which means we finally got over $1 million again. Next episode, we'll see what annoying ass vehicles are on the market and start our journey of becoming part of the problem. Thanks for watching, you absolute legends, and a massive thanks to those who support the channel on Patreon. Until next time, and as always, stay classy.